know, there was yet another interesting story since we've been off for whatever, 5 weeks, or off the show at least. The province of Alberta is launching the Alberta Bill of Rights, and then there's been some chatter that it was going to include rights directly referred to as firearm rights. It's not readily apparent what the details are, but we've been getting some correspondence from people talking about what that whole thing was. So you looked into it a little bit, and you might have a little bit to share.
Yeah, I had some conversations with some people who are involved with policy making and ministers, and basically Alberta, the UCP looks at it as it is their responsibility as a government to craft legislation that protects the rights of their citizens. I know it sounds crazy, right? But in any event, part of these amendments to the Alberta Bill of Rights would be enshrined property rights. And of course, we all know that firearms are basically just private property. So there's some debate about whether it needs to specifically name firearms or if firearms would be included. And of course, we know that what really motivates legislators and lawmakers is when you apply proper, strict pressure. So my advice to everybody in Alberta, for those Albertans that this is important to, what you need to do is reach out to your MLAs, reach out to the minister, reach out to the entire cabinet, because they're the ones who ultimately will make the decision of what gets included in the bill and what doesn't, and let them know that firearms are important to you and they're important to the people around you. Give them good, firm, confident support, that you're going to support them if they do these things for you, and that you're not going to vote for them if they don't. So that's my advice. If you're looking for help with some wording, you can reach out to Tracey.Wilson@CCFR.ca. I'm going to kind of write up something very simple, and I'll share that out with you guys. It'll also be on my social media. Look, Alberta's got our back as firearms owners, but sometimes it's okay to just put your hand on their back and give them a little bit of firm pressure to make sure that they're doing the things that matter most to you. So yeah, I mean, God bless Alberta, because they're usually always doing the right thing on this stuff.
Yeah. Well, they've done more than any other province for law-abiding gun owners, so we're appreciative of that. But yeah, of course, like you said, it doesn't hurt to let them know that you will continue to support them, even if they do directly mention firearms. And I also want to agree with what you said. It's not exclusively necessary. And, you know, of course, keep in mind, right, they have to approach things in the most politically reasonable way, because it's not just firearm owners that vote, and they need to stay in power to protect the rights of Albertans. So they can't do it if they're not in power. So anyway, there's some kind of balance there.